So today, we're going to dive into something pretty cool, the hidden systems that run our daily lives. I'm talking about all those invisible rules we follow, without even thinking about it. They literally guide our every move, and honestly, they're what make our world work in ways we just don't stop to notice.
I mean, it seems like such a simple question, doesn't it? But the answer, well, it opens up this whole world of powerful social contracts that we all live by. It's so much more than just traffic laws. It's this shared agreement, this unspoken deal we all have that keeps society moving, safely and smoothly. Okay, to really get a handle on this, let's follow someone for a day. Meet Emma. She's an international student, and we're going to join her on a really busy day and just watch how these hidden systems pop up in the most ordinary moments. So, where does our story begin? Well, like a lot of our days, it starts with a chaotic morning. Emma's woken up late, and she is in a major rush. And the very first system she bumps into is this sign, right in her dorm hallway. Quiet hours. You've seen these, right? It's just a simple public rule, but it makes her think. She remembers just last night some students were being super noisy, keeping everyone awake. And man, people were frustrated. And boom, that's her first little light bulb moment. See, what's so interesting here is that this rule, it isn't really about avoiding punishment from, say, a dorm manager. Nope. It's a system that's designed for the whole community's well-being. It's built completely on mutual respect. All right, next up, she's rushing to the bus stop. And of course, it's crowded. There's this huge line, and her first thought, her instinct is just to cut to the front. I mean, come on, she's late. We've all been there. We've all felt that temptation, right? But then she just stops. And this thought she has is a really big deal. She realizes she's not just standing in a line. She's part of an invisible system, the queue. It's not a written law, right? No one's going to arrest her. But it is such a powerful social rule, and it's built on this one simple idea we all share, fairness. So her decision to just wait in line, that's her first real conscious choice to be a part of one of these systems. She's actually choosing the group's sense of fairness over her own very real urgent need to get going. Okay, so as Emma's day moves on, the kinds of systems she runs into start to shift a bit. We're moving away from those informal community rules and into something, well, a lot bigger and way more official. This right here, this perfectly captures that internal battle, doesn't it? Her own feeling, her logic, is yelling, hey, no cars are coming. I should just cross. But the system, that red light, which stands for the law, is telling her, nope, you have to wait. And this leads to a really powerful lesson, The law isn't about how you feel or what seems logical to you in that one moment. Laws are impersonal systems. They're designed for one thing and one thing only, safety and predictability for everyone. And man, her schedule is absolutely packed. You can see it right here. She woke up late, she's got a visit to the school office, then lunchtime in a shared kitchen, afternoon at the library. Every single stop on this timeline is going to introduce a whole new kind of system for her to figure out. All right, the pressure is definitely on now. It's 11:50 in the morning. She gets to the school office just 10 minutes before it closes for lunch. Now, the Emma from earlier this morning, she probably would have panicked, maybe tried to rush to the front. But you can tell something's different in how she's thinking. She doesn't see the line as some annoying obstacle anymore. She sees it as the system. And by just trusting it, she finds out the process is actually super efficient. She gets what she needs and with way less stress. So up to this point, we've seen these public rules and the big formal laws. But now, the systems start to get a lot more personal. This next part of her day, it's all about personal duty, about individual responsibility. So it's lunchtime, she's tired, she's probably hungry. And it would be so easy to just leave her dirty dishes in the shared kitchen sink, right? But she stops and thinks about the next person who's going to need to use it. This isn't a law, it's a duty. It's her own personal commitment to the system that makes a shared space like a kitchen actually work for everyone. Okay, this next moment, this shows a huge shift in her perspective. She heads to the library, leaves her back on a chair to save her spot. We've all done that. But when she comes back, someone else is sitting there. And yeah, her first reaction is, hey, I was sitting there. She's annoyed. But then she has this realization. She gets the unwritten rule. In a shared space, a seat isn't yours forever. It's just another one of those invisible systems, all based on fairness. So as her long day finally starts to wind down, Emma begins to connect all the dots. All these little moments and experiences are starting to form a bigger picture.
And this table just breaks down her day perfectly. You've got the public rules for rest and fairness, you've got the law for safety, and then you have personal duties for shared spaces. And what's really incredible is how she navigated all of these different systems, a lot of the time just on autopilot, kind of like we all do every single day.
So when you look at it, her entire day really boils down to just these three main categories, right? You've got the big ones, the laws, which are enforced by authorities. Then you have public rules, which are enforced by social pressure. And finally, you have personal duties, the ones we enforce on ourselves.
And this really brings us to the core idea of this whole thing. This is what we mean when we say systems. It's not one single thing. It's the combination of all these small interlocking rules and our own behaviors that, when put together, actually allow our whole society to function. All right, so after this incredibly long day, one that was just filled with all these small, seemingly random moments, what's the big takeaway? Not just for Emma, but for all of us.
This right here, this is the ultimate lesson. Our lives, they're not just a series of random things that happen. They're guided by countless systems, big and small. And it's our participation in them, that simple choice to wait for the green light, to stand in line, or to wash a dish, that's what keeps the gears of our world turning for everybody.
And so that's the question I want to leave with you. Now that you know what to look for, what unseen system are you going to notice tomorrow? Because I promise you, once you start looking, you'll start seeing them absolutely everywhere.